I'm not good with that.
No, I know.
Monday mornings look like in Newcastle. Get our teeth being brushed with a water bottle. That's what you got to do to be out here. But we are out here, historic Newcastle Motorsports Park. Get the nice spit, get the spit going. Beautiful.
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah,
Do I have it on my goat?
You do. He's got it all over his coat. But today could be a bit of a mixed bag. We've got some rain that's coming in here today, maybe just for qualifying. Maybe it'll stay wet for a while. We're not really sure, but hoping that it's just for qualifying. We've actually got a driver's meeting here in a few minutes that we've got to go to. But
uncertainty's our middle name.
That's
We
exactly
thrive
right.
on uncertainty.
I think it's going to be okay. We're done. So if we get to 150 subscribers, I'll eat a habanero. Which I know some of you people are like, oh, dude, that's not even hot. But like, for me, that's pretty hot. I'm not, I eat cereal. So it's pretty hot. So if we get to 150, I'll eat a habanero. We'll have a nice little video. And I expect it to be about the same as those ghost pepper videos that you see. And so, I mean, it's worth it. If you tell your friends and family just to hit the subscribe. They don't even have to watch us. Hit the subscribe button. We'll get to 150 like that. And you guys get a quick little entertainment video. Me with a gallon of milk and a habanero. We'll see what goes down.
Here for the first practice. Boys are lined up.
Dad, what are you filming?
I'm filming you.
Getting ready. You thought you were filming the car.
No,
Yeah,
I
you did.
went like that. You know what? There's no respect.
Well, that time has come. We've got a thunderstorm rolling in, so we are battening down the hatch. Gonna wait out the rain.
That's gonna be a good shot.
During this break in the racing action, Dad and I wanted to take a second to reflect on what was essentially a
It's hard. It's hard.
yeah,
Hang in there, buddy.
what was essentially a member of the Stahl racing family,
Yep.
IU-10.
I felt my fifth kid.
We lost her
Yep.
in a tragic, what I would call a racing incident. She
Well-
went out the way she would want.
She did, and at first you're frustrated because you want to blame people who can't see a leg on a canopy and runs a cart stand right into it and bends it. But it was a racing accident, and I do think that's the way she would have wanted to go. We did, in tribute, take off the cover, and we now hold that in the back of our truck as our KART cover for rainy days on the drive home. And when she's done covering karts, we're gonna burn her and bury her ashes.
We keep her like a taxidermied deer. she was an icon out here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was a
That's a good
landmark,
point.
and she will be missed. So it had stopped raining, starting to dry up, and then some pop-up showers formed, and we're back to buttoning up the hatches. So I don't know. I mean, it's 11:35 right now. It'll be interesting to see how this day plays out. Well, it's raining again. So that's not great. Round two.
Round two of rain. Round two.
Yeah.
Still wet. Yeah, we had a little break. Looked like we were within maybe half an hour of going. Rained again.
Yeah.
But for those of you worried about the missing third party of Stahl Racing, he is in playing a game on his phone.
Look at that.
Oh, look!
Speaking
He's
of,
here. We hear from him. And notice how overjoyed we are. Make one of your funny videos. Get funny, Benny. Be funny.
And go.
Ready, set, go. Let's see the video, Ben.
It's the same bin.
I walk in there. I can't even get a word out of him.
No.
I'm trying.
You don't understand. All he's doing is just,
No.
what the? Eat this! It's my yogurt. Why is this crowding on my macaroni salad?
Just trying to get you to talk to me. And it's like, gee whiz. One of these days I'll be gone and you'll look and you'll say, I wish I had talked to Dad in the camper that day.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'll be thinking.
You know, let's just say you're not like the dog that when they get home, no matter what, they're glad to see you. No. Dad, you definitely weren't the fastest cart out there in practice.
I didn't say that.
You did say
I
that.
didn't. I said you didn't break any records, but you had a solid run. That's what we've been doing all day. Just thought I'd show you an example. Nothing. Sleeping. It's still raining. Just want to give you guys a little bit of an update. So, after much, I guess you could call this voting, and a lot of loud voices deciding what was going on in a driver meeting we had, they decided to essentially cancel activities for today. They did have open practice until 7 if we wanted, but it looks like it may rain here some more, so probably won't see that. But tomorrow, gonna wake up, go through one round of practice, then do today's races. Was supposed to be today's races right after that round of practice based off of points, season standings, and then the second races of the day, what were supposed to be tomorrow's races, will be based on how you finish on the first race. So first race is kind of like a heat race, but also a final. Should be interesting, but right now, because we supposedly have 40-mile-an-hour winds, we are taking everything down. Dad just took that white tint down. I'm taking this one down. It's been almost 24 hours since it started raining, and it has stopped raining. Just getting ready for a long day of races. I've got 4. Casey and Dad each have 2, so that's 8 races between us in one day. So we'll see how she goes. It's gonna be a long day, but it should be a pretty fun day. Hopefully it can get dry and grip up out there, and we can get some good racing and some good finishes. Keep you posted.
Ben Stahl, what goes through a driver's mind knowing that he's getting ready to go out for the first practice of the day? There's no track data, but you look out there and you know it's damp. Parts are dry, parts are damp. You've got a warning from the overhead system, overhead PA saying you should only go 75%, yet you are going out. What goes into that determination?
I don't know if I am going out. I don't really see anybody that I'd like to run with out there, so I'm probably not going to go.
We just had a riveting interview with Ben. He decided to go out. I knew he would. Can't stand not being out there.
Heading up for Dad's first practice today. It's a little slick out there. Dad, do you think that works to your strength?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you strutting there.
I just can't wait to get out there. There's some fresh meat out there this morning. Casey, I'm hungry. Feed me.
We're starting today's first race based off points. Starting 8-ish. Yeah. Starting 10. 11. But some people, one guy's not going to show up, so I think I'm going to start at least 10. And then he's going to be 9th, or he's right in front of me.
Again,
Well,
race, they can just
Race
right
1
at the
in the
beginning.
books.
During the CIK race, but then the senior race the text died a little bit.
I'll let you take it from here.
You know, I don't take this all that seriously. But this one kind of frustrates you a little bit. Had a good shot at a good finish. Started 7th qualifying. Another bad start, but not kind of due to different circumstances and just not being on the gas quick enough. Got back to 9th and went around a couple on the second lap at the bottom of kind of a tricky little area. 2 cars spun.
to avoid them I spun, then I got hit, pushed out in the grass, and all that's racing, right? I don't care anything about that, but how does everybody else get their car back on their freaking track faster than I do? I don't understand that. I'm an Olympic caliber athlete. Just ask anybody. And that's just, it is frustrating. That's what's frustrating. Because the other guys got out and they're able to run up there. It probably cost me another 20, I'm 20 seconds longer in the
we
grass.
thought you were dead in the water. By how long it took, we thought you were done.
I jump out of the cart, I start pushing, and I'm right by everybody else that's pushing. It's just my cart won't start. How does that sound? Does that sound like real whiny?
No.
Okay. Jamie, that's frustrating.
Yeah. Tough race. But you've got another one. You do start at the back of the field.
Yeah. You know.
You got a lot of carts to pass.
Yeah, and at this point, I mean, that's fun, but I'd rather start where I was capable of starting. I mean, it's just I look back and I could have had a really nice finish.
I think so. I think you were running solid times for sure.
I had speed to run with people. God dang it, just you did. Does anybody else out there feel like that?
Casey does.
Yeah.
All the time.
I know where I get it.
Thanks for the good luck, Mom. Alright, so we've got our first race of 4 for me and 2 for Casey coming up here.
I'd like to see a top 5. I'd like to see you in 6th.
Here we are, finished race number 1 of 4. Started like 9th and 10th or something. I think it was about 9th and 10th. And for me, it was kind of slow going. The first 5 laps for everybody was kind of single file stuff. After that, it got mixed up a little bit. A couple wreck incidents, stuff like that. Found myself in the 6th position, and then I made a mistake on like the last lap. I think I made a little mistake, got past. And then 2 straight corners kind of got dive bombed, and we were going 3 wide, and just places you don't really want to go 3 wide. And can't really blame the guy. I mean, he's trying to go out there and get some spots back, but it just still was kind of put me in a tough situation. But all in all, it was a solid race. Got to start back from 9th though, and in the next CIK race. So got some work to do, but we got senior coming up here in a second that I'll be looking forward to. But one of 4 done for me, and one of 2 done for Casey over here. Casey, how did your race go today?
Well, amazing.
He's such a dork.
Amazing. No, so it was my first podium. I got 3rd place. Obviously, you can tell I'm super stoked about it. We've been at this for like 3 years, and I finally got on the podium.
And he set himself up for a good final too, since he'll be starting 3rd.
Yeah, starting 3rd in the next race. It was a good start. Had this guy right behind me. We were working together for a while. Came up on a guy dragging a cone.
Yeah.
It was a close call going into a very tight corner, but I squeaked by. Some carts spun in front of me. Barely, I got through it, luckily. And then And coming into the last few laps, I was in 4th, and Taylor was behind me and helped me out a ton. He decided to work with me, and together we caught up to the 3rd place guy and ran with him until the white flag. I made a move, and Taylor came with me, and Taylor made a move on me on the scoreboard hairpin and passed me, and we were going down that straightaway, going down the straightaway hopping, and I had just a little bit more top end, and I got him down the next hairpin. That was it. It was a great race. Looking forward to the next one.
Hey Blake, they're waiting for you.
Way to go, buddy.
Thank you.
Way to go. Heck of a run.
I'm actually going to make an appearance now.
Maybe.
That's why I cut the language down.
I'm getting it. I wish we would have had a good camera on us coming out of the scoreboard hairpin. We were both.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Oh
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
you guys.
saw that and I was like, you just have more top speed on me than right now.
Yeah. So you just had what I think was your best race ever. It wasn't your best finish ever, but your best race. It was. You made me proud, Pops.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, it was a good race. I don't know if it was my best, but it was a good race. I'll take it. It was pretty smooth and passed a lot of people and passed some good karts. Worked with some people, bumped and stuff like that, so it was fun. Moved from 28th to 16th, and the way it kind of worked out, I was running with some good karts, and so that was fun. Passed some good karts, some good drivers, and people I've never passed before, so that's fun. Yeah, made smart moves, backed out when you needed to.
I'm a very
Pushed when you
cerebral
didn't.
driver, Casey. That's one of my strengths. Cerebral power that's what I'm about.
I didn't get to 10.
I know. I'm a little bit disappointed in
2 more
you.
laps. You got like 12 spots.
I'm a bit disappointed in you. I think a top 10 was doable. Had a rough start.
Had a 12
Yeah, but
lap
if you'd
race.
had-
I'd have had him.
if
I
you'd
know,
had
I
two
know.
more
I was
laps,
coming in on 6.
I know.
yes.
Race number 2 is in the books. I started in 3rd after my best finish ever. First piece of hardware. Got my first medal. Started in 3rd and immediately knew I was in trouble. As soon as I went behind the 2nd place guy, I knew I had nothing for him. I couldn't come out of corners like I needed to. My rear was sliding. And so I went from 3rd. I lost 2 spots coming up to the ski jump. And then I ended up losing another one. So I was running most of the race in 6th. And luckily the guys in front of me were fighting enough to keep me in it, because if they would have just lined up, they were gone. They fought and I was able to tag along with them close enough to be there on the last lap, where going into the last corner, the 3rd and 4th place guys were battling and took each other pretty deep into the corner. 4th place guy was, or excuse me, 5th place guy went low, and I decided to push him, and that choice worked out. I ended up pushing him past both of them. He got 3rd, I got 4th. It was a great day. It was awesome.
Well
No
deserved.
complaints.
You've had your share of bad luck, so it was good to see it come around for you.
Were you on the sidelines just kind of waiting for me to throw it away?
Well, I did wonder if we wouldn't see you go from 3rd to 5th somehow.
break this bad boy out again in case you're in
Show
today.
it, yeah.
Nice little
You know what?
bronze. Put it on.
They don't tell you how heavy these things are. Kind of weighing down my neck.
The third race of the day was our CIK, our second CIK race, where I started in 9th because I finished 9th in the first one. Finally started feeling a little bit better in that race, and I lasted maybe 4 or 5 laps, and I could just feel the car starting to come in a little bit. And just out of nowhere, my engine just stopped. So that ended my race early. I kind of thought there was maybe a slight gap in my engine performance compared to other people's. I thought it might have been getting outmoded, but I also was like, alright, that's in your head, like you're just not driving it that great. It sucks that that's what happened to my engine, but it was also nice to be kind of vindicated a little bit, be like, hey, I actually wasn't crazy, like my engine maybe was a little bit down on power, but I would rather it, not have done it in the middle of the race. But that was my race, and it pretty short.
You got Ben over here doing an engine swap. Your engine died about halfway through the race.
Yep.
No idea what's wrong with the main engine, but luckily we got a backup. Well, Ben's engine change is complete and it runs, so that's an upgrade from where he was.
I was not feeling confident in the slightest today in that senior race because I had my engine my main engine got jacked in the CIK race, so I had to swap in with my rain engine. So I popped that other engine on, started in 7th, and kind of moved up to 5th, where I just kind of was posted there for a long time. Like, couldn't make a move on the guy because of the way the gearing worked out. I could pass him, but he could pass me back on a long straight. But eventually, I got a nice bump from the guy behind me, and we were able to just kind of leave him in the dust. And then so I got up to 4th with the guy behind me. We were just kind of doing our thing and caught up to that lead group, who wasn't that far ahead, but while doing that, we set the fastest lap of the race, which was really cool. Me and the guy behind me, we had the 2 fastest laps right there. I had first, he had second. I wound up finishing 4th, the 3 guys in front of us drag race. I tried to make a couple passes, but I just couldn't make them stick. I think if I had started up, in that top 3 or 4, who knows, but that's what it is with ifs, you can't really plan on an if, but you can always look back and say, oh, well, if that happened, I would have won. Who knows if I would have won? Those top 2 guys are consistent. They don't really make mistakes, but I certainly felt like I had the speed to run with them, if not pass them. It's really great to have that momentum going forward. Alright, so as I mentioned before, though, we get to 150 subscribers by the end of the season. I'm eating a habanero. I know, that's kind of soft. Only a habanero. But it's only 150 subscribers, so it kind of evens out. You have until October 31st. We'll call it November 1st, but that deadline, that midnight, October 31st, November 1st, that's the deadline. Get 150 subscribers by then. I'm going to be choking on a habanero.
Just wrapped up a good weekend. Casey had a 3rd and a 4th place finish. Ben brought home a 4th place in the CIK Senior. All in all, really good weekend. I had a couple mediocre results, but I had a lot of fun driving. That wraps up a doubleheader that made for a long Sunday after Saturday was a complete washout. And guys, anything before we go?
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Till next time, guys.
All right, thanks for watching.